Hey folks, it's been a while. Holy cow. It's been a long while since I did one of these videos. Yeah, you know what? It's been tough. It's been a tough, I had some issues. I'm trying to think the last time I dropped a video, and for the life of me, I should have looked and then picked up where I left off, but I was like, I'm sitting down here doing some administrative stuff. Maybe I should just make one and let everybody know what's going on. So I'm assuming the last time I think I made a video is when I went septic. So that was a couple months ago. But in case I didn't mention that, I had like a really bad infection a while ago, and it went septic on me, and it hit me pretty hard. And then after that, I've been dealing with some pretty bad stomach issues. I can't eat. As you can see, I'm like skinny as all get. I hate being skinny. I'm cold and shit all the time. I hate it. Skinny people, you guys keep it real, because I don't know. Honestly, being skinny is terrible. I don't like it at all. It's dumb. But I haven't been able to eat, so I've really been struggling. Something went goofy with my stomach, and they still don't quite know what really caused this episode. But I wasn't able to eat, and I dropped like 30 pounds, like really fast. I mean, if you factor in, cancer likes to eat, it's hypermetabolic, so it's burning tons of energy just to do, its cancer thing. And then your body has to survive on top of that. If you ain't getting anything in, you're burning at the very minimum twice of what a normal person does just sitting there. It's insane how much energy that stuff eats. So I had that problem. Like I just lost so much weight, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm screwed. Like I literally thought, I was like, this is it. And then it kind of made me angry, because I was like, I was able to adapt and overcome to so much throughout this fight. Why am I letting this beat me? Like, why can't I get this body of mine to do this one thing? So I don't know. I mean, we ran a bunch of tests and everything, and we're trying to figure it out. It kind of really isn't really improving, but I at least got my weight to hold. So I'm literally holding the line, and everything that I can do to just stay alive, stay motivated. It takes everything. But I force myself to eat a lot, and it's a work in progress, and I'm really trying to power through it, even though this body doesn't want to. Like, this body just all of a sudden just was like, I quit. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of understand why. I put it through hell for the last, 11 years straight. Non-stop chemo and radiation. I don't even know how it held up this long, but it did. And so I'm trying really to just milk it along, and just help it get over this hump, so that, it can hit that restart button, and I can start building back. But it's been a long time. And I noticed a lot of, like, this body is very different, which I learned something, and I didn't expect to know this. But so after the whole episode of when the cancer went into my spinal fluid and like shut, and I was paralyzed, it changed my body. Like, things that used to work for me to help mitigate nausea, or the way that it would be able to put muscle and weight back on, and just be able to absorb a lot of these hard hits, like getting an infection, it going septic, being in the ICU for a week, just normal things for Shawn Crum. I was able to always absorb that. I had that reserve, there, and that is gone now. So when something hits me, it's like, it hits me hard. And unfortunately, my biggest concern is if something goes while I'm in this state. Well, I don't know if it has enough, if this body has enough reserves or enough power to overcome it. So that is a major concern that I have right now. As for the drugs and everything, and the chemo, we're just continuing what I've been doing, I think, for like the last year or two. There's nothing really that I can take, that's available. So I have to ride this out and pray to God that it continues to work. I do have lumps and bumps. I have some in my neck right here and under my armpits, but they don't seem like they're getting much worse. It just seems like everything just froze, like everything just stopped and is holding steady. And sometimes in your cancer battle, that is a win. That is a win. If you can just stop it and hold it to buy you time to regroup and hit it hard again, that is most definitely a victory. By all accord, like, there's small victories and there's non-victories. You know, sometimes you take one step forward and you take 3 steps back, and then you just keep fighting. And that's a lot of time. It's very situational, very fluid of a battle for that. But I am working on it. I am gaining some weight back. Very, very slow. Very slow. That's another thing I noticed about this new body. It's like Shawn 6.0 on the inside. So I'm learning. Unfortunately, I'm not learning fast enough, but I am learning nonetheless. And I hope that I can get this under wraps and I can get, you know, back in the fighting weight, because, man, I got shit to do. You know, it's coming into those summer months, and, you know, if you follow these videos, that's normally my busiest month when I really get to cut loose and have fun, and then I like to work hard too. As for energy, no, not there. Fatigue, I get tired really fast. And a lot of that has to deal with the amount of food that I get in. So, like, food is so super powerful. And back when I did powerlifting and I was heavy in the sports and when I was, you know, serving, I was huge in the fitness and powerlifting and lifting weights, and it was one of my favorite things to do. Strength was never something that I ever didn't have until now, and it's a new life adjustment for me, and I'm learning better and more efficient ways to navigate, you know, my life at this point. But right now, I mean, I really can't complain. Like I said, I'm broken, but I'm not beaten, if that makes any sense. I'm really just trying to learn this new body of mine, basically, because it changed again, like I said, and it's been really tough to do. Things don't act or respond the way that I was usually used to, and it's a lot different. It's a lot slower, and I have to be a lot more methodical about the way I do my business, because I don't really have that energy reserve. I don't really have that strength or power. Hopefully it comes back. I mean, shit, this is not fun. You know, it's not fun. So that's the bad news. Good news starts now with Shawn Crumb. So I don't know if everybody noticed or know, or do know, I should say. I can't talk today. But I haven't really been, you know, in this time that I haven't been doing videos, I haven't really been public with what was going on. Excuse me 1 second. Because I've been busy as hell. I am very happy to announce that my wife Becky and I had another child. We have a little boy named Reed, and he's freaking cool, man. He's a tank. He definitely took after me before I was sick, because he is a hammer. He's 3 months old, and he wears 6-month-old clothes. And I mean, it's not like he's just like fat folds. He's a strong little shit. And I am so happy to announce that he is healthy and fine, and Becky is healthy and fine, and our daughter, Miss Amelia, is a great big sister. We're all learning, we're all adjusting, and it's been a little difficult, but such is life. I was so happy to have the opportunity and the blessing of having another child. And yeah, so I've been doing the dad thing and pulling double duty to help out my wife Becky and just do absolutely everything that I possibly can just to be a good husband and a good dad. And that has pretty much soaked up all of my time and whatever little energy I had. But it's so worth it. So yeah, so we had a baby, and he's awesome. I don't know what else to say to that. I'm very, very happy, and just I feel very, very blessed. Mostly, more than happiness, I just feel very blessed. The good Lord up there, whether you believe in him or not, or whatever God you believe in, The good Lord up there, I believe in God, you know. He's blessed me in so many ways. I'm actually tired of talking about it, and I just thank him constantly. And I thank all of you folks for your thoughts and your prayers and just, you know, your goodwill towards me, the best you guys do. And I've been blessed to meet and have so many great people in my life. Oh my God, I'm never bored. Everybody in my life, I surrounded myself with happy, amazing people, and they're all different, you know, genders and races and, you know, creeds and religions, but every single one of them is just a good person, and I thank you all so much. But yeah, that's some good news. Some really cool news, real quick, because I don't want to talk y'all's ear off. We're looking at a drug trial down in Texas, Houston, Texas, that I might possibly be eligible for. I got the ball rolling on that today, and as you can imagine, that's a crazy administrative blunder. So I'm dealing with that and pursuing that, and hopefully if I'm eligible, they'll take me on as a patient. So fingers crossed. I've been in these before, not you know, trials, but trying to wait to get the eligibility and stuff done. And it's not really a fun process. But I've actually been turned down many a times just because I'm so advanced and so far gone that they're not really testing on things like me, because I'm a freak of nature for the most part, even though right now I look horrible, like a skeleton. But I'll bounce back. I just got to get the formula figured out. And that's what's really hurting me is, like I said, the learning and the formula. But, you know, confidence, motivation is still always high as usual. It's just I got to get the experience and figure it out. So I'm waiting on to hear back, and I'm doing all the logistic work for this drug trial to see if I'm eligible. I really hope I am. It's a really cool thing. It is, from what I've learned at this early stage, is they use program cells, which they call hunter killer cells. And they put them in you, from what I know, and a long story short, it hunts their cancer and kills it. Makes sense. Now, I'm sure there's very bad cons to that. I'm sure it could go south very quickly, and that's why it's in trials, especially for somebody like me. So, at the very, you know, I really try to do these trial things if I'm eligible, because, hey, what they can learn off of somebody like me is amazing, and what they have learned off of me is amazing, and hopefully what they continue to learn off of me is amazing. But they can quit anytime. Like, we could just cure this and I could be done whenever they're ready. I'm just literally waiting for that to happen. That would be nice. But I do try to do this, and I also encourage a lot of the cancer patients that are close to me to, you know, actively pursue these trials. And, you know, your physician and stuff, they actively pursue them. Like right now, they're looking for trials all around the world for me, and I get calls for trials all around the world. But I also look myself, and I also, you know, encourage patients to do the same thing. Like, the internet is a wonderful thing. You can learn a lot of stuff, but the internet's also a double-edged sword. It could also freak you out a lot and give you a lot of bad information. So make sure, you know, you're looking at the right stuff and actively look for new stuff. Sometimes I found some things that my physician was like, oh, hey, yeah, that might work. You know, he's task saturated. I'm not his only patient. I'm an important one, but, you know, there's so many drugs and trials and everything flying by with so many patients. You know, just help your physician out. I have a really close relationship with my physician, unfortunately for him, because he's really attached, and I'm really attached to him too. And he's kept me alive, and I kept him alive, and I believe in him, and he believes in me. And together we were able to accomplish me standing here today and talking to you, which is an amazing feat. But I try to help him out and keep him, you know, shoulder some of the load too, and it also benefits me, you know, to do that. So I encourage everyone to do that. But I'm not going to talk your ear off because that's all I have to say. Yeah. I'm tired. Probably going to go try to take a nap. I also noticed, like, you can see the tail, how the hell do you even say that? Telltale signs? Telltale? Yeah, that of a cancer patient. You can see my eyes are kind of pink and a little sunken in. So my counts are probably a little low. Yeah, probably. But I'm hoping they improve here. If I find anything out, I'm going to start making these videos. And I had a really cool experience the other day. I was talking to, good Lord, I'm trying to remember who. I remember, but I'm not going to say the name. But I was talking to this individual who I'm very close with, and I have the utmost respect for. The utmost respect and admiration. Dude's a fucking hero, for real. I'm sorry, I swore. But the dude's a hero, for real. And he was, he told me that I should continue to do these videos because if something would happen, I'm doing these videos so that my daughter and my son can see the type of dad that they had. And doing the Facebook Live platform kind of kills a couple birds with one stone, because I get to talk to all of you and answer your questions once instead of 100 times. And also, you get to come on board with me on this journey, and I go into sometimes very unpleasant detail, which is necessary, because I want you to know what it's like, so that maybe you could give this to a family member or a friend that, has cancer or is starting a cancer battle, and it might help them out. And it has. These videos have helped people. I can't even tell you how many times. And that's the goal. That's what it's all about. And then also my kids are going to see the type of guy that I am, which is a tough pill to swallow. But, it's necessary. So many benefits of doing these videos. And I really need to buckle down and get disciplined and get back into it. And just discuss, life. Doesn't always have to be my cancer or cancer related. It just can be about life. Life's tough. Battles are battles. Doesn't matter if it's a hard one or I think it's less than what I fight. It's still a battle in every right and should be respected as such. So I'm really looking forward to talking to everybody again. And I'm really looking forward to bringing you along with me. We're gonna give this hell, especially if I get down to this one trial. I'm actually gonna take you with me. I'm gonna try to do a video every day, just so everybody can see what that kind of science is like, and the amount of money, and the amount of passion, and the amount of science that goes into keeping someone like me alive and giving me a chance to fight. I think this is going to be awesome. And I really hope I can get in this trial for that reason. Not only can this save my life, but everybody can look into what a day, day by day, what that lifestyle is like, and what it takes. What it takes to come out on top, even when things go bad, which they do a lot. A lot of times I think when I do these videos, everybody's just like, oh God, what happened again? And I feel like that too. I mean, it's my life, So things go wrong all the time. This is a very dangerous game that I'm playing. It's not really a game at all, but it's very dangerous. Things go wrong a lot. And how you adjust to that and how you handle that and how your body responds to that is what determines whether you're going to have success or not in this. So if there's anything that anybody can learn off of me, golly, I've been doing that for a while. 11 years now. I helped out a lot of people. I continue to help out a lot of people to the best that I can do. And I don't know, that kind of really helps me out at the same time, if that makes sense. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody isn't working too hard, because I know what it's like. Life gets busy real fast and you get that tunnel vision, only you can take a couple steps back from your life, pump the brakes, and enjoy something. You're the only one that has that power to do it, and I highly encourage you to do that. It gets me too, trust me. I'm just as guilty. I get so busy and so caught up in things, and I forget to... Hell, I don't even know if you can say you forget. You're just busy. And then you don't really stop and appreciate things and see the finer details of life when you're so busy like that. So I'm just as guilty as you are, and I just have more awareness. I'm reminded every day of why I should stop and enjoy it. You know, I have, unfortunately, that luxury of that mentality and that situation that makes me stop and say, wow, man, I appreciate the littlest things, the smallest details in life sometimes are the biggest things, you know, memories, you know. So if it takes me to remind that for everybody, you know, please do that. Have some fun, for crying out loud, man. Just go out and have some fun. Everybody says, well, I'm busy. I get it. I'm busy too. But I just make it happen. Just do it. You won't be sorry. Promise you. So I will talk to you all in a little bit when I find out what is going on with this drug trial and what it's going to take to do it. And hopefully I have some good news and I can take you guys with me, because that would be so freaking cool. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful day today. Have a wonderful next week or two until I drop another video and talk to you all again. And stay safe, you know, and just don't do stupid things unless it's fun. And then you can get away with it. But, all right, we'll see you folks later. God bless you.